This whole time I was muted, but that's okay. We're gonna try that again. Hello, welcome to the stream. My name is You, a Little Man, or You, or you can just call me Little Man for short. And this is my solo survival hardcore let's play. Currently we're trying to finish building up my bank. Um, we already did the base half of it. However, we're trying to finish doing the anyways, we're trying to do the flooring for my bank. My bank is actually going to be my storage because obviously we're running out of a lot of storage and I do not have time to be doing all that. Because I know for a fact I have a lot of chests inside of here. I know for a fact that I got a chest down there. There's a chest in one of these small houses, and I got a chest in that structure over there. So we got chests all over, you know. Obviously, we're not really good with managing, I guess, keeping everything what's called organized. However, we are working on trying to get it fixed up and organized now. So hopefully y'all are okay with that. For the time being, we're gonna also start streaming on TikTok. Yeah. Anyways, so here and there I will be talking. If I do stop moving, obviously I'm doing stuff like getting food or talking to my girl or whatever the case may be. So don't take it as, oh, well, he just forgot about us. Because I'll never forget about you guys. You know, I love and support you guys. However, obviously I got my own personal life just like you guys got your own personal life. So by all means, please stay and enjoy. If you're not enjoying it, I do apologize. And yeah, you know, let's get this show on the road. So yeah, we had to restart the stream. Honestly, it wasn't working the right way. But yeah, we're here now. I think I got a lot of regular stone at home. So let's just run over there real quick. Well, I'm glad I did that. Okay. Yeah, I could hear the farm going off. So yeah, we got a decent amount. Not a good amount, but it's something. Only reason we're not getting more than that is because we're not even in render distance for it to start working. We're all the way over here at the other side of the world. Over here to be exact. And I know even if I were to turn these shaders off, it still wouldn't work. Well, technically they're not shaders, my bad. If I turned off these vibrant visuals, it wouldn't work. But yeah, that's okay. Hello, welcome to the stream. So yeah, we're just gonna hopefully get this show on the road. Honestly, we don't have that much work to do anymore besides just finishing this half of the floor. And then after that, we could just focus on actually building the structure. I want to keep my structures more medieval like, or like, yeah, pretty much more medieval like. Obviously, this was a giant church. I feel like I should extend the roof of it a little bit more, like maybe by one or two. But yeah, this is the church. This is a stable, a blacksmith, um, fisherman's house. This is just a regular house right there. I did take note of the stuff that some people were leaving in my comments regarding like adding more details, what I should put onto some of the houses and stuff. So I took it upon myself to actually start adding most of that stuff. Well, before we continue, give me a quick second because my food is outside. So, give me like 2 minutes at most. Okay, and we're back. My bad. Had to get my food. But yeah, like I was saying, I had to add a little bit of details to my works. It was somebody on my TikTok who was pretty much giving me small little like ideas and details of what I should add to my builds, like adding like details. And I knew these shelves just came out, so boom. And then stairs. Honestly, I still feel like I could add more details to it. However, I just added like the small stuff, like these, upgraded the windows a little bit, and those added this arch. Even if we go over here to this side, we added like more designs over here. I still want to get like some wooden slabs just to fill in these sections right here over the windows, and I'm thinking like I want the wood part to come out just maybe one more. But yeah, we are expanding a lot of the stuff really, and honestly I like it. Honestly, I was okay with how things were already, but adding these small little details to it makes it a whole lot better in my opinion. I still haven't done it for this house yet. Obviously, I'm just adding small details off camera because I feel as though it's not really gonna play a major role in the streams and videos that I'm producing. So yeah, and I kind of wish that like there was a feature for me to at least be able to show all of my progress, except like kind of like a time lapse. Because I see a lot of those on other people's videos where like they'll be in the middle of building and then it just speeds up, except there's also another camera, like kind of like a third person camera recording from several different angles, except I think that's more of a Java thing, so I don't know yet. Doing as much as we possibly can. Okay. Can I not grab it? There we go. You ready to eat or no? Okay. Surprisingly, they did not put a fork in here, but your food looks mad delicious. Hmm? Oh, that's a nice looking horse. But I want a all black horse. Probably not. And honestly speaking, I will say, from my own personal preference and from my own personal opinion, I do feel as though I'm not gonna say I feel. I do want. I do want to get a gaming PC. I do want to get one so that I could play more of Minecraft. Obviously, I already have Minecraft regarding like Bedrock. However, I know. Okay, let me just go get this bed. and I'm over here boat clutching and stuff. I will have to terraform and remove a lot of this dirt real quick, but for the time being, So, topic potato salad. How do you guys like your potato salad? Because I know how I like mine's. I mean, personally, obviously, you need the potatoes, you need some eggs. Um, but like, I like mine's a little different, like cayenne pepper. Oh no, cayenne pepper, obviously, some, um, what's called some mustard, give it a little, flavor. Mayonnaise. Though I think it's either mayonnaise or Miracle Whip. It's one of the two, but I believe it doesn't even really matter nowadays. Like, crazy thing, my favorite food is potato salad. Well, one of my favorite foods is potato salad. Um, I don't really have another one. And I do like hamburgers and pizza and stuff like that, but I mean, it gets to a point where you eat that almost every day that, I mean, sure is your favorite, but like, you should always have like a favorite that you get maybe once or twice in a while. Like potato salad, I'm not eating potato salad every day. And it'd be nice, however, then I'd be, oh my gosh. Now why would that happen? I'm not doing all that. Anyways, I would love to eat potato salad every day, however, it's merely just the fact that similar to burgers and pizza and all that other stuff, if I eat it every day, I'm not really gonna have an appetite for it, or I'm not gonna be craving it as much. Like I could just be chilling and then boom, oh yeah, I want some potato salad. I'm not gonna make no potato salad. However, I know that yeah, that's been on my mind for a while. Or like for example, macaroni. Like I mean, I ain't trying to throw in any hype, but obviously Thanksgiving around the corner. Obviously after Halloween. And I ain't trying to sound like a big back, cause I mean I'm skinny, I'm frail, I'm only 140, but that don't mean nothing really. I make myself at least 3 plates for Thanksgiving, and you may be like that's that's crazy, but I gotta explain myself, and you gotta understand where I'm coming from. For Thanksgiving, it's understandable. It's a lot of food. I need 3 plates of food though. Not because I'm about to eat all of it at once. I mean, I can, and I have, but it's merely just it's merely just the fact that you need different plates for different things. So, like with me, whenever I do my Thanksgiving eating, I have one plate dedicated to like spaghetti, potato salad, dressing, um, what else? Greens, like ham, like all the extras, like all like side dishes, all the side dishes, or like in a way, I guess a main course that isn't considered meat. I put that on the side, like it's all on one plate. So like spaghetti, potato salad, ham, um, greens, a little bit of that cranberry sauce that nobody really be eating at all. I don't even eat it. Like I make sure my whole plate looks beautiful. But then the second plate, that's where it gets to all the meat. And yes, I did say ham on my first plate, and that's because I'm not a huge ham eater. I'm not a fan of that. But on the main plate, turkey, chicken, hot dogs, hot links, and don't be talking about no, oh, he a glizzy gladiator, no. But don't look at me like that. But nah, what I'm saying is like, hmm, A glizzy gladiator. Yeah. Anyways, I'm over here educating people, but that's the point. But but quiet. But obviously, I like the turkey, the chicken, the hot dogs, the hot links, the what else? The hamburgers. And mind you, they be having at least between 2 to 3 different forms of turkey. They got the well, hold on. I believe we do have air fried. I'm not completely sure, but I do know that we have a baked turkey, obviously in the oven. Then we have a fried turkey, obviously throw it in the fryer. But then we have another form of a turkey. It was the third one. I forgot what it was. Uh, it might have been grilled. It's either grilled. No, I haven't had jerked. Nah, only had I think just fried, baked in. I think air fried or grilled. I'm pretty sure it was grilled. But yeah, and then so that's already 3 different forms of turkey right there. Honestly, I should move this farm a little bit closer to the area that I'm always at, because it doesn't make sense for it to always be over here now since I don't really live over here now. But what we could do, honestly, I don't know what we could do, but we could do something. Let me think, let me think, let me think. I mean, I do know that there is a duplication glitch. I'm not sure if it still works. However, I don't really feel like duplicating. Um, it was just like kind of similar to the XP nonsense where like you place down the block, break it, and then you get a whole ton of XP. However, with this one, instead of placing um, the furnace, you just place down the block you want to break it, just continuously break it. And seeming how I got a Silk Touch pickaxe, I mean, it would make sense, but I'm not gonna do all that. I mean, I could actually start mining this out because I do want to actually turn this into a mine shaft and just throw in a few villagers down there. Or we could do a little bit of exploring or house building. Honestly, just something so that we aren't just walking around doing nothing. But honestly, I think I'm gonna just add like small little like details around the town. Uh oh, I am tripping. It's right there. Mm. Honestly, I'm not surprised that no one takes it in my chat, but that's okay. That's life, you know. Oh, I had the whole what's called thing mixed up. I'm thinking that it was wood on the sides. Oh, I'm thinking it was what's called. What's up? Oh, you're being generous. The food's good. I like it. Could be a little bit warmer. But I mean, that's not my food, so but it tastes good. I like it. Picasso. I mean, I could have them uneven, or I could just make it all the same size. Yeah, I'm gonna have them all the different sizes. One, two, one, two. Boom. Now that looks better. I like the texture. And we could just place more of these around. And then I do want to take a shovel and add details around it, make it seem like. Hold on. I just want to see something. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Okay, let's fix that then. Okay. It's the small things that count. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Not bad. I do want to do a little bit of touching up. Yeah, that's nice. Not bad. Okay. Next. Some of these I actually will make even. Otherwise, what was the lumberjack doing? That looks good. I do hear a zombie somewhere. Yeah, there you are. Honestly, I was trying to watch the villagers with him. He attacked me. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. I actually do need to go get my stuff repaired, so we might do that in just a second. Yeah, screw it. Let me just go fix my stuff now. While I still have the time. Don't have my bed. It might be up here still. Oh, I got 3 likes. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah. 9 likes. Wow, okay. We're getting up there. Okay. Kind of 10. Okay. Your buildings are peaked. Do you have an SMP? Thank you. I do appreciate it. And no, I do not have an SMP. I was initially thinking about it. I was talking with a few other content creators regarding SMPs. Currently, they have thought about it. So by all means, it would actually interest me to do SMPs with other people as well as viewers or followers or anyone, you know. But yeah, so far, no, I don't have any SMPs. 9 times out of 10, I don't plan to have one for a while. I am actually thinking about starting a realm soon. However, I do want to at least get my stuff back in order before, before I do all that. And I don't have water on me. Okay, that happens. You okay over there? Oh, yeah, she's living life over there. I see it. Okay. Over here going to sleep. It's okay. It's okay. Go and get your rest. Now hold on, my bad. For this section right here, at first I was thinking add a whole bunch of water here. Make it like a small little pond and then throw some fishes in there. But then another part of me said, oh well, just dig all the way down to the bottom of the world, you know, all the way down to what's called bedrock, and just have a giant mine right there. Obviously, I'm pretty sure we all understand what I decided to go with because I'm not doing that at all. Okay, we're making it somewhere. Everything's on the way. Funniest thing is, I built a giant sugarcane farm all the way out here, and I still have yet to actually use it. Like you can see all my other farms that I built. So that's a pigman farm, obviously for my gold. However, I do want to destroy that and I want to revamp it. I want to make a new one. So I'm thinking in my own creative world, I will set that up. This right here is an iron farm. If I could, oop. So boom, right here. This is obviously a gold farm. It's pretty good. Plus, not to mention the fact that the rate that everything comes in, what? The rate that everything comes in, obviously, I mean, I get quite a lot of XP and quite a lot of gold and rotten flesh. And I will say, with all that rotten flesh, I should be selling it. However, honestly, I don't even do that. I really just trash it. This was supposed to be a mob farm, however, I don't really use it. I don't really have a purpose. I wanted to get into using it because obviously I am in late game. However, I just never really touched it. Obviously that's my iron farm. I haven't been in here in a while, so yeah, obviously nothing's here. I mean, obviously, I think only thing I'd have to do is probably stand either up there or down here, and then all three of these would be working. Because I know whenever I have this gold farm working, that's working. Because I used to go to sleep with my Xbox on just so that the stuff would, what's called, generate. However, obviously I haven't done it in a while. Now, if you come over here to the good stuff, this is my sugarcane farm. Only thing is, I just don't have any sugar canes. This is a 64 by 65. And mind you, this isn't the biggest that I've built this before. The biggest that I have built this, I've done 64 by 65, and then I would multiply that by 5 above it. So like obviously you would have this first layer, but then above it will be the next layer of a 64 by 65, and it would stretch all the way up. And honestly, that was more than enough sugar cane. I honestly I don't even know why I do that, but it's easy. And then right here, this was a farm just to collect those ominous potions. And obviously, as you can see, it works because we got villagers all there. Oh, it's all here. Yeah. However, I mean, I don't really use this anymore. Used to, but yeah. Anyways, we gotta. Oh wait, I never finished saying all my builds. So this right here is a pillager farm. It's pretty good. I will say I'm not a huge fan of how it's made. For the simple fact, if we go all the way up here, obviously, I needed a lot of storage because, I mean, I used this. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. I was just about to say it ain't empty up here. Nah, but this I used this all the way up here, and obviously it's all those chests. And obviously I was using a looting 3 sword. However, some of this stuff obviously is trash. We don't use iron tools anymore, so I could always just smelt these down for the iron nuggets. However, I feel like that's too much work, especially because I already have an iron golem farm. The book's not bad, however, I'm already maxed enchant on everything. Well, not everything, but everything that's important to me, so there's no point in really collecting all the books. I do believe I got a few books regarding like the Mason stuff, but yeah, like density. But for the time being, I'm not really gonna be focused on enchanting for a while. I mainly just wanted to focus on totems of undyings, really. These potions of healing, obviously, I could change those into times two, and then not only would it be a times two, but I could also change them into throwables. Now, the only reason why I stopped using this was because sometimes you'd be fighting them, and then next thing you know, they would just spawn right here, or over here, or just right here. Or sometimes even on the chest, which was crazy because, I mean, how are y'all spawning in all these other areas? However, it honestly wasn't really an issue. I will say, funny thing happened. Uh, I do duplicate these worlds. Like I make a copy of the world, not because I'm trying to cheat or anything, but mainly just for the fact that like I know with my game it does corrupt. Sometimes it does crash X, Y, and Z. Um, so like sometimes I lose certain things or lose certain content. So um, give me a quick second because this is gonna be a little bit loud. Yeah, I'll just turn all sound off. I'll turn it back on after I get done doing what I'm about to do. All I need to do is just max out all my stuff because currently it's pretty damaged. And that's a beautiful sunset right there. Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna make it. Okay. And obviously these are all full. Oh wait, never mind. Oh dang, never mind. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, this is full. This one I just recently took out of. Oh wait, never mind. I took all of out of all of them really. But yeah. Yep, man. Just gotta farm all that XP. Probably get in a corner where I could get some. For this, I want to at least stand over here for that. Yeah, that already maxed it out. Okay. But yeah, when we hit an hour, I will be ending the stream. Obviously, I want to at least keep things short and be able to have more reason to promote more content. However, I will be continuously working on more stuff while I am away. So don't consider this the end, but just the beginning of a new chapter. But yeah, currently on On TikTok, we are on 52 minutes, and on Twitch, we are on 54 minutes. We're just gonna hit the hour mark, and then we'll be on our way. I probably could make it. Yeah. I don't remember placing this here. But yeah, I can make this much more efficient. All I would have to do is just place one more. And I think I would have to break this glass, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just kind of in a way. I'm just go down actually, because I'm not sure if anyone here possibly has any seizures. Yeah, it's better to do it down here. Yeah, it takes forever to get some XP in your system. I mean, and I think there are some mobs down here. Oh no, never mind. They all disappeared. But yeah, man, you know. Jeez, let me in. This is gonna take forever. Yep. But yeah, obviously I'm satisfied with the work that I've made so far. I just hope that everybody else who does support me is satisfied as well. And yeah, for the time being, we're gonna finish up. Alright. And let me find a drought with the trident real quick, because I also need to do that. You don't have one? Oh wait a minute. Yeah, you're right here. And you choose not to drop it. I need some air. You don't have one? Alright, but you do. How you doing? once again. Oh, for the time being, obviously, we're about to end stream. So I do hope you at least enjoyed what I did have in content, I guess. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. There obviously will be more in the morning or afternoon or whenever. Is there no XP? What? I know I didn't pick up the trident. Ah, there we go. It just bugged out. Alright. Anyways. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.